Good morning and welcome. Today's gift is these file folders, and this is the back of the paper that you can print. Welcome to my channel, and today we are going to create a paper clip tag. I was going to do a big one, but I couldn't make my mind up, so I decided to do a little small one. I like to utilize these to even cover up some of my writings from people if it's very personal. And also I like to use them as a like a bookmark or whatever. And it really, you can move it around in your journal if you'd like. But I'm measuring. I need to go in and measure my paper clip and to see what size paper. And you'll see in a minute that I get kind of confused how to make sure I cut it the right size. So I've done a little flipping of my papers, and then when I went to cut, you'll see it takes me a few minutes to. It takes me a minute here to figure out the best way to cut this. I should have just marked it and just cut it. It's what I should have done. But filming myself, it's I got all confused and flustered, and I could have trimmed it, but off of this video. But I'm just terrible at that. But anyways, I end up flipping it on the back side to cut it. And I like to cut these a little bit longer than what I really intend for it to be. And I like to usually stitch it on the sewing machine as well to attach it to the paper clip. But being with time this morning, I glued, and I used my glue gun with all gluing my stuff to my tag paper clip tag. But I couldn't decide which paper to use, and I really like this green. I didn't usually like green, but in this last year I've really enjoyed adding green to my projects, and I think it goes really well with shabby chic stuff. And I want to make sure when I glue to make sure I get it where that paper clip is in the glue, where it will really adhere to the paper, where it will stay focused. I mean, and I'm using very cheap, the Dollar Tree paper clips as well. But then I want to use some of the washi. This is part of my Heart of Thanksgiving kit. It has a little bit of all the papers in the kit. And this is some of the paper also that's in her kit that I liked. And I like to make different sizes. Some people like to make like little tags, like you're making a little banner tag or a ribbon tag, I should say, and I'm sorry that my lighting's terrible, but it's early wee hours of the morning before the sun comes up, so just bear with the lighting, I'm sorry. But I'm also and I didn't want to cover the back. You can make it go all the way down to cover the back, but it's going to be against the pages, so I just wanted to decorate the front of my paper clip. And I just thought these colors went really well together. I just love this kit. I love all her stuff, but this year is just close to my heart. It just really made me get excited, because this is my style, the shabby chic-y, and that's what I think it is. But anyways, I made sure that it all was here. And I don't want to have to go back and glue the front to make sure it stays down. I don't want it to flop. And I don't want to glue it all the way down because I'm going to be adding some pieces to it. Just make sure you rub it real good to make sure it's glued. And I think this first one I'm going to just cut it like give it the fishtail pieces. And I'll make that one a little bit shorter. This is whenever I go in, and you can keep it long and just add other stuff to it. And I was even debating on just using one of the tags and adding to it, But I was going to get my corner rounder to round off the ends. I think it adds that, finishes it. But I don't really care for, or maybe I'm not utilizing it right, or maybe my ends are not square enough for this little joker, but it doesn't round it like I want it to, so I end up just getting my big rounder to get it more, to get my edges more precise how I like it. But I think it's turning out so cute. I don't know what y'all think, but some people don't like the mix match, but I love putting these colors together because it all goes together. It's so pretty to me. It reminds me of my grandmother's house. She had all the florals, wallpaper, and then she'll have like the bedding and all that has those colors, but it has all the funky florals in it too. But I really like these tags that, and I didn't really want to cut them out, but like you said, they're digital, so you can reprint them out. But this one reminds me of my other grandmother. She, when she was 5 years old, she came on a boat from Hungary, and she's a Hungarian Italian, and this photo just reminds me so much of her. She was an awesome cook. You know, they made their own pasta and such, and this one reminds me of her. She wasn't really like a homemaker, like my mom's mom. She's the one that crocheted and everything, but this one was, she was like an awesome cook, and she ended up managing restaurants whenever, you know, she was younger before she passed away. But she reminded me of my granny, and I want to utilize her on this little tag. And fussy cutting, I'm not like, I just make it happen. I'm not like a really good fussy cutter, but I do enjoy it. It's very, I just like it. To me, it just gives me like, you gotta think, you know, you can just cut it. And I've learned that you're supposed to move the paper, not the scissors. I didn't realize that, but it makes things easier whenever you move the paper and not the scissors. But I didn't add a lot to this tab, but you'll see I'm going to glue her on, and I'm going to use my glue gun to glue her onto the page. And I'm not going to cover up all the back of her because I might stick in something behind her, another piece of paper or another shape or another piece of ephemera. But anyways, I don't like to really secure them really well until I know that this is where I want my pieces at. And I got my hexagon punch. And I love that blue and white paper. I like to use that color in my kitchen, actually. But anyways, you see that I'm trying to stick her back behind her. I don't know if it's behind her or the banner that I put in there. It's behind the banner. I don't want to cover up that piece that was behind her, but just a little bit of it. I didn't want to put glue all the way underneath it where it would slide easier and spread glue everywhere. But I really think that adds a little bit of character to her and a little bit of pop to her. I'm going to add, I'm looking right now in my sequins. I got my little sequins drawer right there to the left of me, and I wanted to pick out, and I was having a hard time picking out the colors that I wanted to utilize in this paper clip. But you'll see I grabbed me a few colors, and I wanted to use the pastels because that is my colors there to bring a little bit of light to my that darkness there, because, you know, I like them light colors, the pastels. And I'm using the glue gun because I cannot find my other glue. I didn't take time. I have got to take time to clean my craft ring. Oh, it's terrible. But it's okay. I'm hoping to do that during my Thanksgiving break after I get everything ready. But I think she is turning out so cute. And I got some of my, I cannot think of the ribbon that it's called. It'll come to me in a minute. But anyways, I got some of my ribbon and I'm tying it off to the side. You can also put like a tassel. I started to pull my tassel or make another tassel and let it hang dangle. And I might end up doing that to let it dangle with the ribbon. Sorry, silk's what it's called. And also you can make a bigger one. That would be cute to put one of those pockets that I created earlier on and put stuff in it. And I might do that too at another time. But being that it took me so long, I almost forgot to add the scripture. I just love the wording. I love everything about this kit, and it totally inspires me every day to the love of God of this whole entire community inspires me. And I just thank y'all for coming and joining me on my channel today. I would like to, if you create one of these, I would love for you to tag me in it where I can see it. But I think she turned out really, really cute. I hope y'all have a blessed Friday and a good weekend. Stay safe and go to pinkpaperpeppermits.com to join our community and to download your kit. See, I'm going to put it here. You can't hardly see. I haven't wrote. I wanted to do this before I started writing in these pages because, I like to put personal stuff in my journal. I don't know if y'all like to do that, but I do. But I think she turned out really, really cute. God bless y'all.